Hey guys, it's Brittany. Today I thought that I would film a quick video showing you all of the books that I purchased in the month of January. I typically buy my books from one of three places. The first being my local chain bookstores, which are Barnes & Noble and Books A Million. The second is my local secondhand bookshop. And the third is the Book Depository, which is my favorite website for all of those beautiful international covers. And I actually bought books from all three of those places this month. So if you watch my February TBR, you'll be pretty familiar with the first several books. These are the books that I'm reading in the month of February in observation of Black History Month. First we have Beloved by Toni Morrison. I picked this one up secondhand, which you can tell by this little scratch that it has on the cover, but that's good. It's well loved. Next we have The Thing Around Your Neck by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This is one of the books that I got from the Book Depository. Absolutely love this cover. Next we have Americana by the same author. Also a beautiful cover, but I picked this one up at Barnes & Noble. And next we have The Color Purple by Alice Walker. This is another book that I picked up on the Book Depository, as you can tell by this gorgeous cover. I actually just finished reading this one, and spoiler alert, it was superb. It was such a great book. I cannot believe that I've waited this long to read it. Another really good book that I actually already finished in January is Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. This is the movie cover edition, and I actually like this cover better than the original cover. I usually don't like movie editions very much, but this one is really nice. Next we have The Lost Continent Travels in Small Town America by Bill Bryson. Bill Bryson is a nonfiction author. He writes a lot about travel. He wrote one of my favorite nonfiction books, A Walk in the Woods. The Lost Continent is compared a lot to John Steinbeck's Travel with Charlie. I don't know if that's because they're actually similar or just because they're both about traveling around America, but I plan to read this in the summer along with Travels with Charlie, just to see why people compare them, but very much looking forward to this one. Next we have The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde by Junot Diaz. I have heard about this book and this author by so many different people on YouTube, and this book was actually on a list of the top 10 books of the 21st century, so definitely excited to get into this one and see what all the fuss is about. Next we have The Heart is a Lonely Hunter by Carson McCullers. As you can see by the sticker on the front cover, this was once part of Oprah's book club. I think this was a really interesting choice for a cover. It's just a black and white photo of the author looking very unamused. Next we have Interpreter of Maladies by Jahanpa Lahiri. As you can see, this book also has a sticker on the cover. It was a winner of a Pulitzer Prize. I was supposed to read this book last month, but I didn't quite get to it. I plan to read it in March after Black History Month is over. Yes, it's a collection of short stories that once again I've heard so much about. Very excited to get to this one. Next we have The Omnivores Dilemma, A Natural History of 4 Meals by Michael Pollan. I haven't heard anyone on BookTube discuss this, but I've seen it around a lot. I think they made a documentary about this. It's just one of those books that I saw for $5, decided to pick it up. It looks pretty interesting. Next we have The Magicians by Lev Grossman. One of my friends tried very hard to get me to read this a few years ago. He actually bought me a copy of the book. I took it with me on a hiking trip and accidentally lost it, so I never quite finished it, but it's been so long since I read it that I really don't remember very much about it. So very excited to get into this one. I know a lot of people on BookTube really enjoy this book. Next we have The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. This book came out in January and I actually read it in January. It was really good. A lot of people compared it to Gone Girl, but that was just one of those comparisons that people like to make because it was a psychological thriller that had a female protagonist. I actually liked Gone Girl a lot better than this one, even though I did very much enjoy reading it. If you like psychological thrillers with unreliable female protagonists, then I definitely recommend that you pick this one up. It's told from multiple perspectives, so that's always a good time. And the last book that I have in this haul is The Book of Blues by Jack Kerouac. This is a collection of his poetry. I haven't read anything else by Jack Kerouac. Like I mentioned in a previous video, years ago I attempted to read On the Road but couldn't quite get through it. I don't know if that was just because I was a lot younger and wasn't able to appreciate it, or maybe I just am not a fan of Jack Kerouac. I don't know, but I'm definitely interested to read his poems. Alright guys, those are all of the books that I purchased in the month of January. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment below and let me know if you own or have read any of these books. Let me know what you thought about them, and I hope you guys have a very nice day. Bye!